At this time, we will proceed to the swearing-in ceremonies. I'd like to recognize the Chief Justice of the Nebraska Supreme Court, the Honorable Michael Hevekin. As I announce the individual positions that we'll be swearing in, we'd ask the members of the Board of Regents to step in front of the podium at this time to accept their oath.
Board of Regents, Chuck Hassebrook, Bob Whitehouse, Jim McClurg, Bob Ferris, and Randy Fruitt. Please raise your right hands. Right, each of your right hand. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Nebraska, and will faithfully discharge the duties of member of the Board of Regents according to the best of your ability? If so, please answer either I so swear or I so affirm. I so swear. Thank you and congratulations.
Members and members-elect of the Nebraska Board of Education.
Raise your right hand. Patricia Kim, Fred Meyer, Andy Imes, and Joseph Higgins. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Nebraska, and will faithfully discharge the duties of member of the State Board of Education according to the best of your ability? If so, please answer either I so swear or I so affirm.
I so swear.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Commissioner-elect Schramm of the Public Service Commission.
Please raise your right hand. Tim Schramm, do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Nebraska, and will faithfully discharge the duties of Public Service Commissioner according to the best of your ability? If so, please answer either I so swear or I so affirm.
I so swear.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Attorney General John Bruning.
Please raise your right hand. John Bruning, solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Nebraska, and will faithfully discharge the duties of Attorney General according to the best of your ability. If so, please answer either I so swear or I so affirm. Thank you. Congratulations.
State Auditor-elect Mike Foley.
Please raise your right hand. Do you, Mike Foley, solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Nebraska, and will faithfully discharge the duties of State Auditor according to the best of your ability? If so, please answer either I so swear or I so affirm. I so swear. Thank you. Congratulations.
State Treasurer-elect Shane Osborne.
right hand, do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Nebraska, and will faithfully discharge the duties of State Treasurer according to the best of your ability? If so, please answer either I so swear or I so affirm.
I so swear.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Secretary of State John Gale.
Please raise your right hand. Do you, John Gale, solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Nebraska, and will faithfully discharge the duties of Secretary of State according to the best of your ability? If so, please answer either I so swear or I so affirm.
I so swear.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Lieutenant Governor Rick Sheehy.
Please raise your right hand. Do you, Rick Sheehy, solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Nebraska, and will faithfully discharge the duties of Lieutenant Governor according to the best of your ability? If so, please answer either I so swear or I so affirm.
I so swear.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Members of the Nebraska Supreme Court.
Michael McCormick and Kenneth Steffen, please raise your right hand. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Nebraska, and will faithfully discharge the duties of Supreme Court Justice according to the best of your ability? If so, please say I so swear or I so affirm.
I so swear.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Governor Heineman, would you come forth to receive your oath of office? Chief Justice Havigan, would you administer the oath of office of governor to Governor Heineman?
Do that. Governor, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you, Dave Heineman, solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Nebraska, and will faithfully discharge the duties of governor according to the best of your ability? If so, please answer either I so swear or I so affirm.
I so swear.
Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the governor of the great state of Nebraska, Governor Dave Heineman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chief Justice, members of the 100th Legislature, tribal leaders, and other distinguished guests, friends, and fellow Nebraskans, I am honored and pleased to have this opportunity to continue as the 39th governor of this great state. The experiences of the past year have provided me renewed energy and optimism about what lies ahead for Nebraska. I want to first congratulate my fellow constitutional officers and the newly installed members of the Nebraska legislature. As I'm sure you've already experienced, it is both an awesome responsibility and an incredible opportunity to be able to serve the people of this state. A remarkable trust has been placed in our hands, and I have great confidence in the passion and abilities of everyone in this chamber to make the best interest of Nebraska their first priority. I have tremendous respect for the members of this body, and I pledge to continue building on the good relationships that we've already begun. Whether that relationship began years ago in the halls of this historic building or in the hours that followed last fall's election. While we are here today to discuss some of the most important issues that lie ahead for our state, I would be remiss if I did not call attention to the very serious and immediate challenges facing many Nebraskans. The effects of the New Year's storm have left thousands of our fellow citizens without power. I want to assure every Nebraskan that we are putting all of our available resources to work, and while there are difficult days and weeks ahead as Nebraskans work to rebuild what was lost, I have confidence in the people of this state, and I know we will get through this challenge. Early on as governor, I said that I had faith that Nebraskans would reward good performance. So I am grateful for the opportunity to stand before Nebraskans today to say thank you for the confidence that's been placed in me. I pledge to the people of this state that I will continue to work as hard in the years to come as I have the first 2 years I spent as your governor. There's no doubt there are exceptional opportunities on the horizon for Nebraska, but we are also at a crossroads. We are faced with a future of limited resources, as well as the accompanying reality that state government cannot be all things to all people. The days when state government could provide funding for every project are in the past. Yet I will argue that we have extraordinary potential when it comes to making strategic investments that will move Nebraska forward and make our communities even stronger. I believe in the people of this state, and I believe in each of you in this chamber. I believe we have an incredible opportunity to make changes that will make this state an even better place to live, to work, and to raise a family in the years to come. I believe strongly in education and economic development. Our state provides an excellent education to students of all ages. The reality, however, is that we can no longer afford to ignore that many young people are leaving our state to begin their careers in other states and other countries. This is a reality that we must change. Creating dynamic 21st century jobs for our sons and our daughters must be part of our vision for the future. More than that, it must be a priority. That is why I believe so strongly that education and Nebraska's continued economic vitality go hand in hand. My hope is that we can make these pillars of our state even stronger in the future. To do that, we need to come together as educators, as business leaders, as employees, and perhaps most importantly, as parents, to ensure that we create opportunities for our young people to remain in Nebraska and to be part of our great future. A sustained focus on job creation and making Nebraska a competitive place for new business development is key to turning the tide and making our state an attractive place for young families. The need to create a 21st century business climate is a call to action for every Nebraskan. However, the challenge for us as their representatives lies in finding ways to control government spending while providing real and broad-based tax reform in the years ahead. In that regard, I want to share with you today that I am committed to pursuing policy decisions that will help confront the challenges facing both us and the citizens of this state. As every Nebraskan can attest, over the past 2 decades, Nebraska has become a high-tax state. I believe that we are at a crossroads, and there are 2 very clear paths. We can act now and grow our state to meet the demands of the future, or we can do nothing, change nothing, and watch the slow decline of a great state. Nebraska can't afford the status quo. I believe that together we have a unique opportunity to make changes that will help create the real and sustained growth that is needed to ensure that our sons and daughters can remain here in our state. We all want them to be part of Nebraska's future, and we are in a position to do something about it. This opportunity is the result of a truly unique set of circumstances that brought the members of this body together. The 100th legislature is made up of senators who have experience and a fresh perspective. The fact that a class of 22 senators is beginning its first session together is an opportunity we should not waste. I've had several opportunities to meet with this year's class of new lawmakers, as well as our returning senators, and I know each of you brings a wealth of talent and ideas to address the challenges ahead, from taxes and spending to education to water and restructuring of government. We need to confront these challenges and those that await us over the next 4 years head on. In 1 week, we will begin the discussion of Nebraska's future when I deliver the State of the State address. That discussion will center on providing real tax relief for our citizens and moving us towards a lower tax burden through the reform of our income tax system and providing tax relief aimed at middle-class Nebraskans. Yet I also know that there is a need for our state to have an open, honest discussion about property taxes. Ladies and gentlemen, our efforts at the state level to address local property taxes are a tax shift, not a tax cut, and each one increases state spending. We should acknowledge them for what they are and move forward with an honest resolve. Towards that end, my budget will include significant investments in property tax relief as well as my income tax reform proposal. Both of these ideas will be contained in a tight-fisted budget that limits state spending growth to a far more reasonable and sustainable number over time, a far more reasonable number than we have historically achieved. It is a budget that does what I told the people of Nebraska we would do. It makes difficult, prioritized spending decisions, and it respects the people who elected us. I have confidence in this legislature and in the people of this state. Nebraskans have an incredible ability to come together and find solutions to the challenges we face. Our people are truly our greatest resource, and the future of Nebraska rests with each and every one of us. We need to engage our citizens in these difficult and complex policy decisions, and then we must be willing to make the tough decisions that Nebraskans expect of their leaders. I value the opportunity to work with you, and I believe very strongly that together we have an unprecedented opportunity to make changes for the good of Nebraska. It has been an honor and privilege to serve this state these past 2 years, and I look forward to what we can accomplish together over the next 4 years. I'm excited about the opportunities in front of us, and I am enthusiastic about finding ways to resolve the challenges we face. Together, we will chart a course towards a more vibrant and opportunistic Nebraska, a place that our children and grandchildren will proudly call home. Thank you very much.